soon to be one championship featherweight, Sage Northcutt. How you doing, Sage? How's life right now for you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, doing great. Thanks for having me on.
No doubt, man. Let's get right into it. You fought at welterweight. You're going down to featherweight. What steps have you taken to get your weight lower, especially with the hydration test that one championship has?
Well, for the welterweight, my last fight was one championship. I was actually going up in weight class, two weight classes. So getting my weight lower really isn't a problem. Before I was 5-0 in the UFC at that weight class, and it's more my natural weight. So I'm excited to fight at featherweight.
All right, now with the quarantine and the lockdowns going on the past couple months, has it been difficult for you to eat clean? Because for everybody else, it's got to be difficult. For me, it's difficult. I think I gained like 10 pounds.
Oh no way! Oh man, yeah. I'm always eating pretty clean. I'll have a cheat meal every now and then, but I'm always trying to stay in shape. Always trying to get my cardio in and eat as clean as possible, of course. Especially having food sent to me from Trifecta definitely helps out because all their stuff is super clean. So definitely sticking with it.
Do you have a nutritionist or someone that helps you on the side, aside from Trifecta?
You know, my dad has always helped me out with my diet and nutrition since I was a kid. So having the, I guess, the strict eating habits and knowing what to eat to recover from training and stuff, he's always helped me out with.
So basically, it's been ingrained in your minds from a young age then.
Pretty much, yes, sir. Yeah, since I was about 4 years old, I was doing push-ups and sit-ups every day. 5 or 6 years old, I was doing 500 to 1,000 push-ups and sit-ups every single day, and then eating super clean throughout my whole life.
So you said you have a cheat meal from, time to time. What is that? What is
Right.
the guilty pleasures?
Man, you know what? It's actually probably not that bad. Just maybe some high sodium if you're doing soy sauce, but sushi. I love
Okay.
sushi. That's my cheat meal.
Do you have the rice with it? The sushi? Is the rice
Oh yeah,
there?
you know it. I do.
Okay.
Okay, it sounds crazy. I'll actually go eat probably like anywhere between like 40 to 50 pieces of sushi in one sitting. So I eat quite a bit of sushi. I'll have like eating contests with my friends and my family. I eat a ton.
You ever check out The Rock when he does his cheat meals?
Yes. Oh, that's crazy, man. He eats some good stuff too. Yeah.
You ever done that?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I check out his stuff and sometimes I copy what he eats. Sometimes for cheat meals.
All right. Now,
Yeah.
with the injuries that you suffered in your debut last year, were there any obstacles during the recovery?
Well, as with any injury, as can be expected in any sport, healing up is definitely a big part of it. So just healing up, getting better every single day by healing, and I can't wait to fight again. I'm so excited. So, of course, anytime you have an obstacle, whether it's good or bad, you can take something from it and you can learn from it, and that's what I did.
Have you ever, like sit at home and, you can't really do anything because, basically when you fight, you have to have contact. Was there a lot of frustration there, sitting there when you overthink sometimes?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there's definitely could be some frustration because you want to get back out there and start training again, or especially right after having an injury or whatever happens. Like for me, I was trying to get back in the gym and trying to get going cardio and shadow boxing every little thing I can, or jitsu, and just kind of like making sure you don't set yourself back is the biggest thing.
Did you feel it in your face when you would shadow box and move around, or did it not have an effect on you in the beginning?
No, you know what? It's been a while now. I don't even care about actually talking about it, but of course, anybody that has an injury will definitely feel it. But I'm getting better now.
There was some criticism about the Cosmo fight. People thought that you were thrown to the lions in your debut. There's a lot of that talk. What was your reaction to the negativity that people were, bringing on to you?
Well, I believe that I guess all those people that say the negative things and anybody that said anything bad about that fight, of course, people have off days. Some of the best fighters and champs in the whole entire world will get beat in 5 seconds flat, or maybe they go out there and they get kneed in the face, like Ben Askren in the UFC, and gets knocked out literally in like 5 seconds. Or so I can list so many different people, and some of the best guys in the world can get beat that quick. So I mean, people have off days sometimes. Making a mistake fighting up to the weight class that big, even me being hydrated, I'm still drinking 8, 10 pounds of water, which is a gallon, gallon and a half, or even 2 gallons of water hydration tests and stuff like that, and I'm still under the weight, not even trying to cut the weight or do anything. So just sorry, the plane's so loud. Um, I'm outside right now. Yeah, so of course people can have criticism, but people have off days sometimes, and for me, I believe that my best self is gonna come in my next fights, and I'm excited to show what I can do out there.
Does that ever get inside your head? You know what I mean? You seem like a upbeat guy and you're always positive, but I'm pretty sure sometimes you read things and it does kind of tick you off a little bit. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. You have to try not to let it. So, I mean, there's always people that are gonna say bad stuff, but then you have the people that say good stuff too. So, the most you can do is just think about those good things, and just think that even the people that are saying negative stuff, they don't know what your training camp was like. They don't know the injuries you might go through. They don't know what you're feeling after the fight, or maybe them saying something negative is driving you for your next fight. So for me, I have so much drive right now to get back out there and do it better than ever. So I feel like I want to go out there and prove to people what I can actually do.
Me looking at you right now, your face looks exactly the same
Thanks.
as it was before you fought. So, did you
Yeah.
return to full contact training before you were locked down? Because I believe you're in California right now, right?
Right. Yes, sir. I am. Not yet. I'm waiting. I'm actually waiting to get some more scans done. Right now, with the corona, things have been shut down, and it's been kind of crazy out here in LA. There's been like riots, all sorts of weird stuff that's been going on. But as soon as it kind of clears up, I'll be looking forward to getting some more scans and hopefully get back into some full contact training.
Have you been affected by the rioting and the protesting, or are you away from that area of the city?
You know, the location I'm at right now, has I'm super blessed. The place I've been at, the house I'm at right now, has been okay. Um, but man, I feel so bad for. Sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. I feel so bad for everybody that's had stuff going on, and um, man, I mean, you gotta try to love your neighbor. I mean, there's. Oh, I'm sorry about that. You're getting so many phone calls. You gotta try to love your neighbor. There's people out there that might do something good or bad, and doesn't mean everybody's like that. So, I mean, you want to have love and compassion in your heart, and that's for sure.
Fighters, they're some of the toughest people in the world mentally, physically. They're competitors. Sometimes they get back too soon from an injury before they're
Right,
fully healed, right? So
right,
the
right.
quarantine, has it been somewhat of blessing for you, kind of like keeping you in one location so you don't get into sparring or something on spontaneously?
Man, you know what? Uh, I mean, I guess you could look at it that way for sure. Obviously, I'm the kind of person that literally right after I got back from Singapore having my fight, and I'm healing up, it's still getting better and everything. I'm out there trying to go back out there and start doing stuff again, and obviously that's not a good idea. So I got to heal up. So I can definitely see it as a blessing for sure.
All right. Are you good at with listening to your doctors? Because I know a lot of fighters, they're not good at that.
Right, right. You know, I try my best to listen to doctors, but again, I am a fighter, and I'm stoked to get back out there for one championship, perform great. So sometimes it can be hard, but no, I'm listening. I'm doing a good job.
Featherweight for one championship is 155 pounds. You are actually undefeated at that weight. You perform the best at that weight. When you return to one championship, are you looking to face somebody in the top 15 automatically? Because I feel like you've earned that with what you have accomplished already.
Oh, thank you. You know, I'm gonna talk about it with my coaches. Of course, I like to have a fight and build my way up. Of course, I don't have anybody specific in mind, but I'm gonna talk that over with my coaches and see what they think, and with one championship.
When you decide on an opponent, is it you, or like you said, do you talk with your coaches, or does your father get involved? How do you decide who you would fight next?
Oh, you know what? Normally, the matchmakers of whatever organization it is, if it was a matchmaker for previous organization I fought for, or for one championship, they bring the fighter, I guess, out there with her name for me to fight, and I guess it goes through me and my coaches, and we watch film when it's time for me to fight him. That's all pretty much that goes down. You do everything you can to prepare.
So basically, you take any fight that they offer you.
Well, you know what? That's pretty much how it's been for me. I don't think I've ever turned down any fights, and the fights I've gotten, I've gone to watch footage with my coaches and just get ready for.
Yeah, because you know, like in MMA, in fighting in general, there's always accusations like, "Oh, this guy's turning down this fight," and you know,
Right,
I was offered this guy, but he didn't want to fight. You know, it always goes. That's just rumors.
right.
Yeah. Now, you said watching fights, you know, you're going to be entering the featherweight division. There's a lot of guys there. With this time off, you know, in quarantine, and one championship having all of their fights online, which I love. Have you been watching some of the top guys, their fights, observing them?
You know what? I definitely have. Yes, and I've been watching the featherweights, of course. Watching all their guys. There's nothing bad I can say about anybody. Every one of those fighters is so skilled at every aspect of martial arts. Whether it's the best kickboxers, the best Muay Thai fighters, some of the best Jiu-Jitsu guys, whatever it might be. They're all so skilled and world champions. So many world champions out there. So I've definitely been watching for sure and trying to learn and brush up on everybody.
When everything gets back to normal, and one championship is of course going to have an event at the end of this month. I believe on the 31st in Bangkok, but that's going to be straight Muay Thai and kickboxing, it seems. But the featherweight division, you know what I mean? The champion is Martin Nguyen. He's most likely going to defend his belt against Tan Lee. How do you see that matchup, and who do you favor in that fight?
That's a tough one. It's hard to say. Martin Nguyen he's the champion. He's a great fighter. You know he's got power in his hands from everybody says, and from watching him strike out there. It's a tough one to say. I need to watch some more footage of his opponent to be able to make an accurate I guess what's it called? I'm trying to think of the word. Accurate. I'm trying
Analysis?
to think of the word. I'm drawing a blank. Accurate what?
Analysis.
Yeah, analysis. Exactly, analysis. I had a brain pause there.
All right. Well, you know, next time I talk to you, I'm gonna ask you again. Then I'll
All
bring it
right,
back
cool.
up. All right.
All right, cool.
Now,
Sounds good.
California, you know, they're opening up slowly. I actually talked with your sister a few days ago, and
Oh, that's
she's
cool.
telling me she just got back to training. Are you gonna be training with her at the training lab when it opens back up, or have you been training there?
You know, the things out here right now, nothing's been open. Um, I don't know what Colby said. Maybe she's training at her own dojo or something with
Yeah.
Raymond Daniels, her husband, getting some training in or something. But for me, I'm out here in LA right now. I was in Texas for a few months with my brother and got to train at 10th Planet while I was there. But I'm not sure what holds right now because all the Corona stuff. So not too sure exactly.
When are you planning on going back to Alpha Male?
Well, I've been at Team Alpha Male for the past, I think it's been like past 2.5 years. The only time I've been away is actually me healing up from my last fight. So hopefully I get back into training soon and can get back into it.
Yeah, yes, because I've spoken with a few of your teammates, and it seems like they're training, you know, for their fights in smaller groups. So I was just asking if maybe you might go up there and join them for, you know, but you don't have a fight, so I guess.
Right. Yeah, I know they had the main parts of the gym closed, only open for some of the fighters actually have a fight scheduled at the moment.
All right, one more thing before I let you go, man. Pet peeves. I want to know your pet peeves inside and outside the training room.
Oh man, inside the training room, I would say, I guess if you set boundaries, say, hey, we're gonna have sparring, but we're not throwing this technique or this. Let's say like you and your opponent, you and your training partner goes over it because you have a fight maybe in 4 or 5 days from now. And you're doing some light sparring, somebody gets hurt, but then someone does something totally different out of the ordinary that we talked about not doing. You get an injury or you get a cut or something happens. Definitely that could be a pet peeve because that could set you back where possibly you don't have a fight, and that could be pretty annoying.
With your status in the MMA community, man, because you do have some hype behind you, and you are a face that is out there, that is known, do certain fighters that you might not know in the gym that come in and try to challenge you, I guess? Because I've heard this happening a lot with the more known fighters.
Yeah, that's just the environment. Anybody that walks into a, I guess, MMA gym or a kickboxing gym, Muay Thai, whatever it be, you're coming into a gym from a different place. You go in there, you don't know somebody's skill set yet. You don't know their attitude, their character, or how they are. So one fighter gets hit, one fighter gets taken down, whatever it might be, and the other fighter turns it up. Because I mean, nobody wants to get beat, not even in training. So I could definitely have had that happen several times, and just kind of how it is. You want to have respect for each other, but but same time, you're a fighter, and things go down, and you just got to step it up sometimes.
Do you enjoy that competitive drive, that fire that's created in the training room?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, sir. Yeah, it fuels you up. Sometimes you get the best training when people come in from somewhere else. So, absolutely.
All right, Sage, thank you so much for the time. Heal up. Hopefully the scans and everything come back with positive results, and then you could get back in there in the next couple of months. I feel like One Championship's gonna be rolling soon.
Awesome. Yeah, hopefully they get the American fighters back over there. I know visas and stuff. Hopefully it gets going pretty quick, and hopefully Corona heals up or goes away pretty fast.